Hey, welcome and thanks for tuning into this video. We've got something very special to share with you. If you are a business owner in the automotive industry, meaning you own a luxury auto spa, ceramic, tint shop, PPF, vinyl wrap, car detailing, car customization, any one of those categories, this video is for you. So pay close attention. We're going to share with you exactly how we took a brand new shop from 0 to 100K a month in less than 1 year. More specifically, in under 4 months, their revenue went from 50K a month to 100K a month and beyond. And when I say a year ago, this guy literally had zero, I mean that a year ago, they had just gotten keys to their shop. They had no clients. They had no material. They had no shop. Essentially, it was just an empty warehouse space. And so if they can do it, if they can scale past a 7-figure company consistently in less than a year, then there's no reason why you can't do that. If you're already at the 7-figure yearly mark, then this video still applies for you, because we will show you exactly how to take your business to the next level, whether it's 8 figures, whether it's having multiple locations, whatever it is that you want. We know that we can help you. So stick around. We'll share with you exactly how we did that for them, as well as present you an opportunity to schedule time to chat with us at the end of this video so that we can hop on a call and discuss what bottlenecks and what growth opportunities are standing right in front of you that you can solve for to drive more revenue to your automotive shop. And then on the call, furthermore, if we find that we're a good fit, meaning that you already have established systems, you have potential sales team, and you can handle more volume in your business and you're ready to scale using paid ads, we'll present you an opportunity to potentially partner with us. And that's the reason why I said this is very special, because prior to this video, we've only worked with 10 clients at any given moment. And typically these clients are the world's largest personality brands who are already doing $1 to $5 million a year and are looking to go past that $10 to $50 million a year mark. They already have established sales systems. They already have been in business for a while. They already know what it takes to scale to the next level. And we simply partner together to run paid ads for them. However, we know that there's such a lack in the automotive marketplace because our client personally has worked with other agencies, specifically in the automotive industry, wasted tens of thousands of dollars. They got him no results. I'm sure maybe you've tried other agencies in the past and it left you very frustrated, or you spent all this time and energy trying to learn how to figure out client acquisition, which is not effective for you as the business owner, because you need to focus your time and energy on actually growing the business, not figuring out where to get more customers. And so in a moment, I'm going to show you a quick testimonial from the actual business owner themselves. I'll then show you all of the numbers and the growth trajectory over the last year. And then we'll kind of dive into the specifics of what actually changed in their business to unlock all of this growth. So let's dive right in. Here's what Aaron had to say, and then we'll get into some more specifics.
Hey everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm owner of 3KE Automotive in Draper, Utah. This is my shop. This is what we do. We do PPF, clear raw, tint, ceramic coating, detailing, customizations, you name it. Just wanted to give a huge shout out in our work in progress with Ackerman Spencer with SGP Media. These guys have taken our business. They've absolutely given us a crazy return. We started out this year doing, $12,000 to $20,000 months, and now we're averaging 100K months. And it's all due to these guys, their hard work. I mean, we have probably $400,000 or $500,000 worth of vehicles in here right now, about 20 grand worth of work in the shop every single day. Words can't express it enough. The proof is in the pudding. The numbers are great. The clients that we're getting are willing to pay our price. These guys are laser focused and absolutely willing to put in the work to make our business succeed. So I can't stress it enough. These guys are killer.
And the next thing I want to show you is more specifics about the growth trajectory. So November, they started getting some of their first clients. December here, they broke their first $9,000 month. January, they broke the 10K mark, just shy of 20K a month. February, they crossed the 25K a month mark. In March, they did $33,000. In April, they did $52,000. In May, $59,000. And this is, guys, where the real growth trajectory happened. At this point, we had launched a little bit different of an ad strategy on Google Ads and running all the traffic through this one simple funnel, which I'll show you here. Ironically, very, very simple. And this did most of the growth here. This one simple funnel with some of the paid ads we were running literally took their business from 60K a month in May. In June, they did 96K. In July, it says they did 95. They actually finished the month at 102,000. In August, this was also over the 100,000 mark. The way this platform works, depending on how the invoicing was paid, sometimes does not reflect for the total revenue for that month. Anyways, I'll break this down into 3 simple stages of what made all the difference for Aaron, right? Prior to working together, I showed you, there was literally no shop, there was no website, there was no social media presence, there was no clients, there's no even proven path that Aaron was following to scale the business. He was literally going to events, trying to spread word of mouth, doing whatever he could to bring clients in the door, and it was very inconsistent until we helped him. Stage 1 of the process with us is really all about identifying who your target audience is, meaning who are the types of customers that you want to attract into your shop. Do you want to attract the cheap customers who want cheap and fast, or do you want to attract the premium customers who are willing to pay premium prices and wait months to get PPF specifically from you because they don't want to go anywhere else, because that's how powerful your brand is, right? So identify your target audience. Once we did that with Aaron, what it did is reveal the messaging of the customers, the language that we need to speak to attract that type of customer, because every type of customer is different. They resonate with different things. The cheap customer resonates when they see an ad that's 30% off versus the language that's required to speak to someone who's willing to wait 2 months and pay tens of thousands of dollars for a service, right? So after we identified who the ideal audience is, we helped Aaron gain a better understanding of what the ideal transformation is. And when I say the ideal transformation, it's through the various services that you're offering. So what does it truly mean when a customer comes in and gets a PPF put on their car? What does it truly mean when a customer comes in once a week to detail their car? Are they just buying a detail service for you, or are they buying the feeling that that service gives them? Are they buying the end result that that service or product does for them? For example, when someone buys a PPF or ceramic package, what they're buying is not PPF on their car. They're buying the freedom of headspace. They're buying the freedom of thought that they can drive anywhere they want in their really nice car without having to worry about road hazards like rock chips or salt, corrosion, stuff like that. When someone buys a detail and they're an executive at a company, let's say, they're not just buying a clean car. They're buying the feeling of riding around in the clean car. They're buying the feeling of pulling up somewhere important where they get noticed and jumping out of a clean car versus a dirty car. They're buying a standard that they identify with, because they don't identify with driving with a dirty car. They identify with always being clean, organized, well kept, right? So once we can get inside of the minds of our ideal audience, it reveals to us what appeals to them. What are their driving factors to purchase from you? What sets them apart? What do they really want from your brand or product or service, right? So once we identified who the audience is, we understood what the actual transformation that they're buying is. We then were able to improve the language that we're speaking to the customers. And so by improving the messaging, this carries on from not just, writing ads. When people think of messaging and copywriting, they think it's just writing copy for paid ads, but no, it's how you articulate your brand as a whole on social media. It's your hooks and headlines in your ads. It's your body copy in your ads. It's your headlines on your website. It's all the body copy on your website. It's the captions for your social media. It's the way you're creating reels for social media. It's the way you're creating TikToks, right? Messaging is anything that is a representation of your brand that you're trying to share with your ideal audience. So by improving the messaging of your brand, you're able to better reach the actual types of people that you want to work with. So that was the real shift that happened. And then stage 2 was really taking everything that we just learned about your brand and build out winning campaigns to start bringing in more clients. And I'll show you here a little bit about the background of some of our campaigns. So we identified that PPF ceramic were typically the top 2 services that he offers. And so we went all in on those, right? And this is just data from the last couple months. It would be too much to kind of break down if I went back a year ago. But if you notice here, we spent about $16,000 in the last couple months. And we had a click-through rate about 7.7%, meaning 7.7% of anyone who searched on Google and saw one of their ads was likely to click through. So they're almost capturing a tenth of all the search volume in all of Salt Lake Valley for anyone who's looking for any one of these services, which is absolutely astronomical. If you know anything about marketing or Google Ads, you'd know that a 1 to 2% click-through rate is industry standard. So we are 4xing that industry standard We're absolutely blowing the roof off with the Google ads that we've been running for Aaron. If you look here, 344 conversions. A cost per conversion is averaging about $46 depending on the service. You look here, ceramic, it's about $100 to acquire a client. Here it's about $16 to acquire a detail client. And so let's do some basic math, right? $99, $100 to acquire a ceramic client when they're spending $1,500 or more to ceramic their vehicle is over a 10x ROI on that cost of acquisition. If you do the math here on auto detailing, a $16 cost to acquire a detail when they're spending $350 on a detail package, that's more than 20x the ROI, right? So these are not typical results. These are literally way above any industry standard that you can find. And these are typically way beyond what most marketing agencies can do. And it's just because of the nature that we've seen what it takes to scale companies in the digital space to $10 million, $100 million and beyond. And the same principles apply to whether you're doing 10K a month or 100K a month or $1 million a month or $10 million a month, right? It's all the same principles. It all comes down to identifying your audience, better crafting your offer or understanding the ideal transformation for that audience, and then understanding the messaging, the language of that customer, because then everything falls into place. We're able to take our experience in marketing and what we know works, but actually take what we just learned about the business and these three core elements, your offer, audience, messaging, and turn that into winning marketing campaigns. So let's take a look at the numbers here a little bit further. We've had about 344 conversions in the last 90 days or 120 days, I believe. The average spend, the average order value that we currently calculated for this client is about $1,000 to $1,200. That's taking the average of all of the revenue over the last few months divided by the number of jobs completed or the number of customers, essentially. That gives you the average amount spent per customer. So it's at about $1,000, meaning we turned $15,000, $16,000 in ad spend into $344,000. Now, I will say these are not typical returns on ad spend. Your real goal when running paid ads is to simply acquire clients at a break even. You're lucky if you're profitable. And the reason why I say that is because what matters is not how much they spend on the front end. What matters is what comes 90 days down the road, what comes 120 days down the road. Do you know what it takes to increase the lifetime value of that customer? Because you could look at this and say, well, you turn $10,000, $15,000 in ad spend into a few $100,000 in revenue, but that's not what matters. What matters is we acquired 344 new customers that will be customers for life if we know how to increase the lifetime value. This is only what's tracked right now, directly tracked through our efforts. What I'm not showing you is that some of these customers have already came back and brought them friends, brought their family members, brought other vehicles, done multiple jobs with them, upwards of $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. So yeah, you've acquired a few hundred customers in the last few months. Yeah, you've made a few $100,000, but these customers that you've now acquired are going to bring you revenue for life. So that's really what matters when running paid ads. Don't get it confused with the fact that you need to be hyper profitable on the front end. That's literally just because 3KE is just lucky that they've partnered with some of the best marketers in the space, and we've been able to help them be so hyper profitable when running paid ads. All right, so the next step in the process is really understanding the optimize, broaden, and scale process. Once we've let the campaigns run for a little while, we're able to identify what campaigns are performing better than others, what campaigns make more sense to run and spend more money on compared to others. So if you look here, after a few months, we turned off boat details, RV details, auto details, because it literally didn't make sense to keep running those when PPF, for example, was bringing a majority of the revenue in. If you look at the cost here that we're spending per campaign, you'll notice that majority of the cost was in PPF the last few months, and we were able to book him out for 2-3 months in advance, and people were willing to pay top-notch prices. It was the most profitable service. It was the easiest to carry out because he had the right teams, right? So that's the way this works. It's a journey. It's not an overnight success. It's a lot of testing, a lot of adjustments, and then once you've kind of nailed it in, you still have to make a few minor adjustments every now and then to continue the growth exponentially. So I also want to add a note here. The reason why Aaron has amazing results is because his sales team is killers. Aaron has really good background in sales. His manager that handles most of the phone calls also has a really good background. So they are converting at about a 13% ratio. Now, this can still be improved because industry standard is about 20%. However, in local businesses, we've noticed that because they don't always have proper sales systems, their average close ratio is usually below industry standard. But if you can close 1 out of every 10 people or 1 out of every 5 people that you speak to, you're probably going to have really good success working together. So by you having established sales teams, or by you having some sort of background or willingness to call people immediately, and that's what actually makes all the difference. I want to add in, he calls every single person within the first few minutes that they submit a form. He picks up the phone almost 99% of the time when someone calls in, and if he doesn't, he calls back within the first 3 minutes. And there's a reason why, because in the first 3 minutes, you have a 350% higher chance of conversion. So that's another one of the reasons why we see a lot of local businesses not have success when it comes to inbound calls or lead gen marketing with inbound calls, because they take too long to get a customer. That person an hour or two later has already went and called so many other shops and maybe even scheduled somewhere else. So it's all about speed to lead when we're trying to scale up, right? It's all about having proper systems to handle that traffic and convert them, right? Because we can only do so much. If he closed 13%, that means he spoke to a couple thousand people, right? So if you have a couple thousand tries, we can only do so much to bring you those couple thousand potential opportunities. It's up to you to see how many you can close from those opportunities. Obviously, because of how good we've positioned the brand, how good the language is and the messaging, the people who are coming are already framed well and have a likelihood to convert, because they are better framed than if we just had generic language and messaging like most local businesses who don't truly understand their audience, right? Something else I want to show you while we're here is we also connected Aaron with one of our partners that builds some of the top websites that I've ever seen in the marketing industry, and we've tried dozens of other vendors. We don't make any money on services like this. We simply connected Aaron to get a new site built, because remember when I say he had zero, he literally had no website, nothing. This was the funnel that we used here, a very simple funnel where they can fill out a form to submit a quote or immediately call. This is what directly scaled most of the revenue while the new site was being developed. Our partner who builds sites is another agency. They build amazing sites. They run SEO as well. So if that's something you're also interested in, the organic side of things, we can definitely plug you in to their system. They're the only people that I would ever vouch for, and I've tried and had many other partners in the past in this space. The reason why I say these guys are the best is because they have a background of SEO, they have a background of site development and marketing, so they understand how to have the right messaging that converts. They also understand how to build websites that's optimized for site speed and search engine optimization, but they also make it so intuitive and interactive. Like, check this out. You've got your packages here, beautiful images. You've got all of your different packages here with information. You could go book now. You go here, you go to ceramic. It looks very nice. It's got very simple, clean headlines. It's got really nice, it explains the benefits. It educates people, right? So this is some of the best websites we've seen. I mean, these guys literally build sites for massive companies like Mercedes and BMW. So we could plug you in if you need a site revamp, or if you're interested in doing SEO as well, we can plug you in with our brand partner. So the main result of all of this, right? So what did this really do for Aaron? What did this unlock? By driving more revenue, by automating his client acquisition, by understanding his audience and the language of his audience better, what did that really do? Well, it gave Aaron the ability to not only automate his client acquisition, but take his focus away and take his energy away from having to worry about where my next jobs and customers are coming from, to focusing his time and energy on things that are higher leverage actions to continue growing the company. He also had more revenue to reinvest into improving his quality of service. That means better materials. That means better trained staff. That means hiring more people to complete jobs faster. He was finally able to take his first vacation in years. He was finally able to start leaving early or take sick days or simply not have to come in if he doesn't want to. So the main result here is to win your time back and to be a business owner and not someone that's running in the day-to-day of your business, trying to figure out marketing, sales, figuring out client acquisition, all these things. This is what we're here for. We're here to help you grow the business much, much faster, because we know that if we can help you automate your client acquisition and directly scale revenue, then you can focus your time and energy in other areas that actually net you a bigger result. For example, Aaron is now able to plan out how he can continue building this business better. He's able to take the time to plan how he's going to open multiple locations. He's looking into franchising the company. He's able to hire more staff to increase the amount of volume he can handle and train them up. They just underwent construction, so they can continue improving the physical location and how it appears to the market. So by him gaining his time back and automating client acquisition and increasing the revenue in the company, he's able to do so many better things for his entire organization. So I want to wrap up this video by sharing this one thing. You might be wondering, am I ready for paid ads? Am I ready for marketing? This might just be another expense is what you're thinking. I want to reiterate that marketing is a necessity. Your business will die if you're not automating your client acquisition and leveraging the platforms like Google and social media to acquire more clients, because they're literally out there to help you do so. So if you see marketing as another expense and you're in that frame of mind, please, please, please do not schedule time to chat. We simply won't be a good fit. We're not here to coach you why you should be running paid ads. If you are someone who already understands and if you are someone who already knows and understands the power of leveraging paid ads to scale your business, then schedule time to chat. This is a necessity for your business. It's not just another expense. It's an investment that is necessary to be made inside of your business, because it's not, oh, I'm putting out 5K to maybe make money back. It's no. Marketing is an essential component of your business, and you need to be allocating X amount of dollars a month to even think about making more money. You can't just show up and continue taking the same actions every single day, hoping that it will generate you a different result or increase revenue. You're simply a moron if that's what you're doing. You need to start taking different actions, finding who can help you, which is right in front of you, showing you exactly how we help other clients and how we could potentially help you. So understand that marketing is a necessity. It's an investment that needs to be made for your company to continue growing. And it's not an overnight short-term journey. It's a long-term journey. You're investing for the future success of your entire organization. So I want to conclude by saying thank you for watching the video. I hope you got some major value and got a little bit more clarity about what next steps you should take to grow your business. I really look forward to speaking with you and showing you how you can increase the revenue inside of your business, automate your client acquisition, and continue growing your vision with your business inside the automotive industry. So go ahead and schedule a time to chat, and I look forward to speaking with you. Thanks again.